with the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and goal. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Go. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Shark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Johnson. 72 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Score Lions 14, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll go play action here with Minshew. On the move to his left. And able to find Graham, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At his 48-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Stafford now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Check 50, check 50. 61, matchbox lights. Ready? 54. All day, every day.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Now he's flushed out left. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, looked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, check. Hey, lock it. Stand by.
On the run, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Down. 70. Indy. I'm coming after you. Go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Kill. Yes.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
Complete.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And the Lions.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Again,
No gain on the play there, second down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
At the 40-yard line.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well? And that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And now look at him go. Past the 20.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Again, it's Robinson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Minshew throwing on third down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Lions' 39-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
They'll try to throw forward with Minshew. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Julian Okwara in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 13. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Lions.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by the tight end, Bryant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hunter Bryant. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Third and 2, Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 34. Jaguars.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Right there. 54 Mike. Ready?
Here's Minshew. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run here with Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
56, right there, 56.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jimmy Graham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Lions 34. Jaguars 23. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Stafford gonna throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First
now it's Stafford. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jaguars 23.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's caught at the 25.
Do what we do.
Get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game.
31. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and